I heard today a bit of berating of the University of Regina and asking why we didn't make a public statement. When I returned from my holidays and everything that was going on with the lecture series, I asked the staff, I had a conference call on the Friday, I asked the staff to talk to the speaker and ask him to withdraw. That happened. On the Monday, I met with a number of chiefs, including Chief Lynn Cruz, and I thank her for her guidance and support. And after that 3-hour meeting with a number of chiefs, with a number of people from our campus, with representatives of First Nations University, I said I was thinking of making a public statement, and the chief suggested that maybe I do not at this time, but that I do quiet consultation, and that's what I did. I met with the Indigenous Advisory Circle, we met with community, faculty, staff, but the most important people for me to spend time with was the George family, and they were kind and gracious, brave and resilient enough to do that with me. You know, the University of Regina, when we talk about an institution, we talk about people, and people who are learning and growing all the time. And this is an example of a learning and growing opportunity. And so my focus is on going forward and listening to the community and that guided me to this point. You know, our vision of the University of Regina remains the same as it always been. As a country, we can emerge double strong from a very difficult history. Indigenous and non-Indigenous people working together to build a better country. And we are committed to this. My great-great-grandmother is Mi'kmaq, mother of 11. She had a very hard life, and so did many of her children. I, as a mother of 3 women, 2 granddaughters, I know the world can be a tough and difficult place, and we all have to work together and learn. And this is a case in this instance. This has been a learning experience for many. A university, you can talk about it as an abstract, but it's people. It's people who are doing what they can, the best they can, and trying to work together. And there are places where we must have frank, difficult conversations like we're having here tonight. Our society must be open for everyone. We must listen and hear all voices. We must have the opportunity to speak and debate, but if that speech serves to cause hurt, as it did in this case, we have to consider it carefully. And I did make an apology. I made it to the George family, and I made it sincerely, personally, I made it. I want to thank everyone who participated and raised this issue. You've been passionate, candid, and forceful, and I appreciate that. I want to thank all those who met with me, Chelsea George, Ina George, the chiefs and other members of the Indigenous community, the Treaty Commissioner, the Truth and Reconciliation Commissioner, the Murdered and Missing Women, Indigenous women and girls, First Nations University Canada, our Indigenous faculty and staff, and some students, and most of all, our elders and our knowledge keeper. Your openness, your kindness, your understanding, and your advice makes a difference and will continue to do so. I believe we are on a path of reconciliation, but it's still early. And there are bumps along that path, and there will be more bumps. And if we can stand shoulder to shoulder and guide each other over those bumps, we will get where we need to go. We will continue to work together, learn together, and I value your patience, your guidance, and your kindness as we do so. When I was first asked to speak tonight by Chief Lynn, I said, I don't know, I need to think about it. I wasn't sure it was right. I said, I'm happy to be in the background. But when I came tonight, I spoke to Chelsea and Ina, and they said, please, will you say a few words? And I thank them for their kindness. I hope this evening is one of healing and a renewed commitment in our shared journey of reconciliation. I personally am committed, and I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Thank you.